Hi, friends. Welcome to Project Most Distance Learning Lab. My name is Alyson, and welcome to my at-home yoga studio. I am so glad that you are able to join us. If you haven't already, go ahead and roll out your yoga mat if you have one. If not, make sure you've got a space where your arms can move all the way around you. Did you do it? Okay, good. So once you have your space set up and everything around you is moved out of the way, I'm going to ask you to lay down on your back. So go ahead, lay down on your back. Bend your knees and keep your shoulders on the ground. Take your hands and just rest them on your tummy. Close your eyes. And when your hands are on your belly, see if you can just pay attention to how your belly rises, sort of like the waves in the ocean when you take your breath. See, it gets nice and big when I breathe in. And then it falls when I breathe out. Take a nice big breath in. And then breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Do that a few more times as your body starts to settle down. As we're learning how to be in these days of being home a little bit more than we're used to, it's important for us to try and do things to help keep our bodies moving, but also to keep our brains working nice and strong. I don't know about you, but I found myself getting a little bit antsy being at home all the time. And so while you're laying here, see if you can let all the wiggles and jiggles that your body really wants to do right now just kind of be a little bit calmer. We do that by paying attention to our breath. Keep breathing in, let your belly rise, and breathe out and let your belly fall. See if you can pay attention to 5 of those breaths on your own. Good, nice work, everyone. Now go ahead and take your right knee, lift it off of the ground so that your right foot looks like you're gonna step on the wall in front of you. Then take your knee and hug it into your chest. Yeah, just like you're gonna hug a stuffed animal or a family member. And then put that foot back down. Take the left knee and hug that into your chest. And then put that one back down. Wiggle your feet out to the sides of your mat. And then pretend your knees are windshield wipers on your mom or dad's or caregiver's car and let them fall to the ground. And then windshield wiper them back up and over to the other side. This lets our body stretch the side of our body, right? You might feel it right here in your hips or maybe on the side of your ribs. Windshield wiper them back to the other way. And then one more time, back to the left side. Bring both knees back to center. and stick one foot up to the sky like you're going to try and stand on the ceiling. So we want our foot looking like it's going to stand on the ceiling. Take your hands, put them behind the big muscle part of your leg. That's called your thigh. And gently bring it toward your nose. If it starts to feel kind of icky back here, let it go away from your nose a little bit more. Remember to keep breathing. Belly rises up, belly falls. Good. And then pretend that your big toe is a marker. We want you to draw a circle in the air with your big toe. First, you go in one direction and make a big circle, then go in the other direction. Good, just warming up that ankle. And then put that foot back on the ground. Bring your other foot up to the sky, same thing, pretend you're standing on the ceiling. Take your hands and bring them behind your thigh. Give that leg a little stretch towards your nose. Good, and then start to draw the circles with that big toe. And then the other direction. Good, and then put that foot down. Windshield wiper your ankles and your knees back to the right side, and then roll over and come up to sit. Find a comfy way to sit, either crisscross applesauce or sit on your knees, whichever way you choose. You're sitting crisscross applesauce. Smush those sit bones into the ground. All of my students know I like to talk about the bones in our butt. They help us to sit. If you can feel them, you can sit your spine up really tall. Close your eyes one more time and see if your spine can get a little bit taller. And then all of that belly breathing we were doing when we're lying down, we're gonna do again. So think about your belly rising and falling like you're blowing up a balloon, and then the balloon is releasing the air. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Bring your arms out to the side. We're going to take a big breath in, and as you do that, bring your arms all the way up to the sky. And then breathe out, bring your palms to your chest. Breathe in like you're smelling a flower and your arms come up. Breathe out and your hands come to your chest. One more time. Breathe in and your arms come up. Breathe out and your arms come down. Nicely done. Walk your hands out in front of you. Good job. And then slowly bring your palms back towards your thighs. Excellent work. Go ahead and make your way to your knees. And then you're going to stand up. I'm going to stay on my knees so that I can keep recording. We're going to do a little warm up here. We're going to repeat after me. Stand up tall. Your turn, you say it. Stand up tall. Arms are by my side. Your turn. Arms by my side. Reach up high. Look to the sky. Your turn. Reach up high. Look to the sky. Down to earth. Hands hang low. Your turn. Down to earth. Hands hang low. Heart stretches forward. Inhale slow. Hands down. Now it's your turn to bring your hands down to the ground. Knees down. Your knees are down on the ground. Good job. Stretch your hips back. Child's pose. Good job.
Heart slides forward. Good, so bring your heart all the way forward. Now you're lying on the ground. Bring your hands to your chest. That's it. And lift your heart up. Low cobra pose. Let your heart fall down. Straighten your arms, lift up your thighs. That's it. And then tuck your toes and lift your hips into downward facing dog pose. Walk your feet forward. Lift your heart. Let your belly fold over. Breathe in. Breathe out, arms are by your side. Nicely done, my friends. Still figuring out all of this videoing, so we're gonna do that one more time, and I'm gonna stand up. Can't really see my head. Stand up tall, arms by my side. Reach up high, look to the sky. Hands come down to the earth, head hangs low. Heart shines forward. Take a big breath in. Breathe out. Hands come down to the ground. Knees come down. Now we're in table pose. We're going to reach our hips back. Hands come forward. Slide your heart forward. Place your hands next to your body. Lift your heart and then let it lower. Straighten your arms, lift up your thighs, tuck your toes, downward facing dog pose. Good job. Walk your hands forward, lift your heart, and fold over your legs. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, hands come down to our side. Really nice job, friends. Come on back down to your knees. We're gonna do a little bit more moving. You ready? Okay. Come on to your knees. Step one foot forward. Step the other foot forward, so now we're standing back up. Good job. Come into your mountain pose. Arms are by your side. That's it. Want you to sit your hips back like you're sitting into a chair. Tuck your belly into your back. Reach your arms up next to your ears for chair pose. Take a big breath in and let it out. That's it. One more breath in and out. Good. Fold over your legs. That's it. Stand up nice and tall. I'm going to move my mat for you. And then turn to face you. Step your feet a little bit wide. And then we're going to squat down like a frog. And bring your hands in between your feet. Take your elbows next to your knees and give them a little push, and then maybe we sway from side to side. Sometimes it helps if we're up on our toes, just like a frog. If you want to add your frog hop, go ahead. How high did you get? Let's do it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job, you guys. All right. After your frog pose, I want you to come on to your tushy again. Bend your knees, wiggle your tushy into the mat, lift your toes, arms reach out forward. Good. Can you lift one foot off the ground? Can you lift 2 feet off the ground and come into boat pose? Good. Can you stay here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds? Okay, put your feet down. That was a little challenging, right? Let's try one more time. Do you think we can stay here for 6 seconds? Let's try. Squish your sit bones into the ground. Lift 1 foot. Then the other, maybe your arms reach out forward and let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job, put those feet down. Really nice work. Go ahead and lay down on your back. Keep your knees bent. Smush your toes and the bottoms of your feet into the ground. Keep your shoulders nice and flat. Good. How's your breath doing? Can you find it again? That's it. Breathe in and out. We're going to lift our hips up to the sky. To do that, press your feet into the ground and you're going to feel your hips want to go up, up, up like a balloon floating in the sky. That's it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly let your hips come back down. We're going to do it one more time. Press down through your feet so your hips want to float up. This is bridge pose. Good. And then slowly lower. How does that feel? Fold those knees over to the ground. Roll yourself over onto your hands and your knees. That's it. We're going to take an inhale, and when we do, I want you to think about shining your heart forward and up. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, reach your back to the sky. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, reach your back to the sky. Inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale, reach your back all the way to the sky. Can you do that 2 times on your own, using your own breath and rhythm? Go ahead, I'm going to give you a moment. Breathe in, reach your heart forward. Breathe out, your spine reaches to the sky. Good. Come back into your table pose, right? Arms, wrists are beneath your shoulders, and your knees are beneath your hips. Good. Walk your hands out. Move your hips back for child's pose. Find a big breath here. And let it out. Take a big breath in. Let it out. Good job. Come on up to your knees. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up high to the sky. Maybe your belly touches your knees. And then we stretch one leg out straight and the other leg out straight in downward dog pose. That's it. Look in between your hands. Come back down to your knees. Step one foot in between your hands. And come on up nice and tall. Just having some wardrobe malfunctions, friends. Good. And then here comes the challenge. Make this back thigh really strong and press down with this top foot. We're going to lift this thigh up into a lunge pose. There you go. Reach your arms up to the sky. Keep this back leg really strong. And then we're going to pivot that back foot. Open up your hips. Arms reach out like you're surfing for surfer pose. Nicely done. We're going to cartwheel our hands on the outside of that front foot. Drop your back knee. Come back to table pose. That's it. Good job. You can make those cupcake fingers if that helps give you more space. Step your other foot in front. Remember, we're going to make this back thigh nice and firm and strong. Press down into this foot. And then lift your back leg. Walk your hands up into a lunge pose on this side. Reach your arms up to the sky. Good job. Now we're going to spin open the other direction. That back foot plants. Hips are open. Arms reach out for surfer pose. Nice and strong.
This is a good, strong pose to remind us just how strong our bodies are. Cartwheel your hands on either side of that front foot. Drop your back knee. Go back to child's pose. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slide your belly forward one more time. We're going to bring our arms back behind us. Forehead is on the mat. When I say 3, we're going to take a big breath in and see if we can lift our heart off the floor and our feet off the floor. 1, 2, 3, lift like you're flying like Superman. That's it, good job, and then lower. One more time, big breath in. 1, 2, 3, lift and fly. Imagine that you're flying in the clouds over the ocean. Maybe you see some dolphins or some whales or mermaids down there. And then release. Bring your hands under your forehead to make a pillow. See if you can find your breath again. Did it disappear on you? Good job. Go ahead, roll your body over. That was a lot of work. See if you can lay your body down in a starfish shape. We just passed over our fish friends. So let's pretend that we are a starfish. Our legs are out wide, our arms are out wide. See if you can feel like your body is melting and wiggling into the sand. Let it rest after all of that hard work. And just let your breath feel natural and calm. You don't have to find it anymore. Maybe you start to feel how your toes are feeling. And notice how your ankles are feeling. And your calves are feeling. And your thighs. And maybe your hips. And your low back. And your shoulders. How is the back of your head feeling as it's resting on the mat? And then what about that teeny tiny space in between your eyebrows? Are you squinching your nose or your eyes? If you are, can you see if you can let them go? Good. Way to settle in and just let your body feel settled into the ground. You did so much work. Let it rest. Good. start to wake your toes and your fingers up with little gentle wiggles. Maybe your arm reaches overhead. Maybe there's a yawn. Step your feet slowly onto the mat. Roll yourself over and come back up to sit. All of my friends are sitting crisscross applesauce again. And close your eyes. And when we're done with this video, I want to ask you to get out a pen and paper and write down all of the things that are going on in your life right now. They can be good things, they can be frustrating things, they can be silly things and happy things or sad things, especially right now when we have to stay inside so much. Sometimes it helps me to write it all down. Makes me feel better. But I want you to know that when we are moving on our mat and we're practicing with our breath and calming our bodies down, that it helps to teach us how to trust and just be okay with whatever is happening in our lives right now. And always know that if you're ever feeling sad, or even when you're feeling happy or scared or frustrated, or maybe you're just feeling a little bit of stress, or maybe your mommies or daddies or your caregivers are feeling that way, maybe we can all remind each other to sit down, take a minute, and just see if we can find our breath again. So let's do that right now. Let your belly rise and fill up like a balloon, and then let it fall like the balloon is slowly letting the air out. Belly fills and then releases. Fills up again and then releases. Good. Take a moment to take a few more breaths. That's it. Take your hands in front of your heart, and in your own mind, I'd like for you to think about somebody or maybe a group of people to send really good thoughts to. You don't have to say it out loud. You can keep it to yourself if you want. Or maybe you want to share it with whoever is at home with you. But send it out, and with it, send some love and well wishes. I like to do that by saying to myself, may they be happy, may they be healthy. Nicely done. We're going to finish our class together with our yoga word. I'll say it on 3 and then we'll all say it together. We're going to say namaste on 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Namaste. That magic yoga word means that I see the special place in you and you see the special place in me. And when we see that special place together, we are like one. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you later. Bye-bye.